The incredible homes of the top 10 richest people. Mentioning the word home evokes a sense of comfort and modesty. For most of us, it is not the size that matters, as much as the soothe and security we feel within this place called home. Well, for those who are listed as the richest people on earth, there is more to a home than just modesty and utility. To these, who ace the lists of Forbes' top billionaires and the most expensive house in the world, a home is a place where they can spend most of their fortune, afford unimaginable luxuries, and flaunt their wealth. For example, if you take a quick tour inside Donald Trump's house, you will find nearly everything in gold. For the richest people of the world, properties are but a mere drop in the ocean for their vast sea of wealth. Whilst many of us are paddling along with mortgage repayments and the like, these guys can purchase some of the most extravagant, lavish homes outright, without a second thought on the matter. Here are the most expensive abodes of the world's billionaires. Number 10, Bill Gates. The top 10th mansion on our list is Bill Gates' house. Bill Gates owns a mansion that overlooks Lake Washington in Medina, Washington. The mansion has been nicknamed Xanadu 2.0, after the home of Charles Foster Kane in the film, Citizen Kane. The 66,000 square foot mansion is noted for its design and the technology it incorporates. In 2009, property taxes were reported to be US $1.063 million, on a total assessed value of US $147.5 million. The house was designed collaboratively by Boland Sawinski Jackson and Cutler Anderson Architects of Bainbridge Island, Washington. The mansion is a modern design in the Pacific Lodge style, with classic features, such as a private library with a dome-shaped roof and oculus. The house also features an estate-wide server system, a 60-foot swimming pool with an underwater music system, a 2,500 square foot gym, and a 1,000 square foot dining room. Number 9, Warren Buffett. The 9th mansion on our list is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett famously still lives in Omaha, Nebraska, the home he bought in 1958 for $31,000. But at the urging of his late wife, Susie, Buffett also bought a beachfront vacation home in Laguna Beach, California in 1971 for $150,000. While Buffett put the mansion on the market for $11 million in February 2017, the home has not yet been sold, and Buffett has not budged on the price. In fact, the house has been on the market for almost 5 months longer than the median listing time for listings in the same price range, in the same zip code, Bloomberg reports. While the home might be overpriced, at least according to some realtors, the beachside estate is still a beauty. Buffett's 3,600 square foot Emerald Bay house is just steps from the Pacific Ocean, according to listing agent Bill Dolby with Villa Real Estate. It has 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and several balconies with epic views. Number 8, Jeff Bezos. The 8th mansion on our list is of Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez may have bought a home of their very own, according to new reports. Bezos is the new owner of a 13,000 square foot Beverly Hills mansion, the Wall Street Journal's Katie McLaughlin and Catherine Clark reported. The home, which was originally designed for Warner Brothers Studios executive Jack Warner in the 1930s, features 2 guest houses, a tennis court, a swimming pool, and a 9-hole golf course, according to Architectural Digest. Bezos reportedly paid film producer David Geffen $165 million for the estate, which would make it the most expensive home ever sold in California. Number 7, Amancio Ortega. The 7th mansion on our list is of Amancio Ortega. Mysterious Spanish tycoon Amancio Ortega, who is one of the world's richest men, is set to get even richer, after reports that he will earn a €1.2 billion dividend from the company he created, which owns brands like Zara, Pull & Bear, Bershka, and Massimo Dutti. Ortega owns around 60% of the company, with that dividend worth close to €1.2 billion. The 80-year-old fashion tycoon is the world's 3rd richest man and Europe's richest, with a net worth of roughly $73.6 billion as of March 17, according to Forbes. He is wealthier than Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, with only Bill Gates and Warren Buffett richer. He also has significant real estate holdings, including the tallest building in Madrid, the Torre Picasso, and properties in high-end areas of London, New York, Los Angeles, and Barcelona. Number 6. Mark Zuckerberg. The sixth mansion on our list is of Mark Zuckerberg. Why buy a lake house when you could buy an entire compound? Well, if you are a multi-billionaire like Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, it seems like a wise choice. In early 2019, the tech giant purchased two side-by-side mansions on Lake Tahoe, totaling a whopping $59 million, according to Variety. While the price tag is higher than probably anyone could ever imagine paying for a vacation home, it is just a drop in the bucket for a man valued around $70 billion. The pair of properties total around 10 acres, have a total of 15 bedrooms, and include numerous piers to house multiple boats. The smaller mansion, called Carousel Estate, is a charming Tudor-style home, built back in the early 1930s. The other house, called Brushwood Estate, was built in the 1960s and has two adjoining guest houses for visitors to enjoy. According to reports, Zuckerberg purchased the properties through a limited liability company and high-end wealth manager to keep the details of the purchases private. His real estate agents also signed non-disclosure agreements and removed photos of the properties from their websites, according to the Wall Street Journal. Number 5. Carlos Slim Hello. The fifth mansion on our list is Carlos Slim Hello. Carlos Slim is the richest person in Mexico, worth an estimated $43.6 billion, according to Bloomberg's Billionaires Index. The 80-year-old Mexican billionaire controls América Móvil, the largest mobile phone operator in Latin America, and holds stakes in several other publicly traded companies, including the New York Times. Slim also owns Sears Mexico, which has been growing and opening up new stores, despite the chain filing for bankruptcy in the U.S. Slim leads a surprisingly frugal lifestyle for a billionaire. He doesn't own any yachts or planes, and he's lived in the same house for more than 40 years. Slim owns the Duke Siemens Mansion, a 1901 Beaux-Arts house on Fifth Avenue in New York City, which he bought for $44 million in 2010. The mansion is 20,000 square feet and has 12 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, and also has a doctor's office in the basement. In May 2015, he listed the property for sale at $80 million, nearly twice what he had paid. In April 2015, Slim bought the Marquette Building in Detroit and purchased PepsiCo America's Beverages headquarters in Somers, New York for US $87 million. Slim owns a second mansion in New York City at 10 West 56th Street, which he leased early in 2015 to the John Barrett Salon for $1.5 million annually. The property was bought in 2011 for $15.5 million. Number 4. Larry Ellison. The fourth mansion on our list is of Larry Ellison. Lawrence Joseph Ellison is an American business magnate, investor, and philanthropist who is a co-founder, the executive chairman and chief technology officer of Oracle Corporation. As of October 2019, he was listed by Forbes magazine as the fourth wealthiest person in the United States, and as the sixth wealthiest in the world, with a fortune of $69.1 billion, which increased from $54.5 billion in 2018. Tech billionaire Larry Ellison is the new owner of the Malibu, California home sold by Hollywood film producer Joel Silver, after parting with $38 million for the beachfront home at the end of March, according to property records. The property was purchased through a limited liability company linked to the Oracle Co-Founders Foundation. It was first listed for $57.5 million in April 2016, listing records show. Located on Malibu's Pacific Coast Highway, the two-story home has 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a chef's kitchen, a detached guest house, and is the only property on Carbon Beach with a tennis court, according to the listing. Number 3. The Koch Brothers. The third mansion on our list is of the Koch brothers. Billionaire brothers Charles Koch and the late David Koch became known for their financial support of conservative and arts causes. But they, and their two brothers, Bill and Frederick, quietly built another legacy that is hundreds of millions of dollars worth of the high-end real estate. The four brothers have amassed some of the world's most spectacular private homes, including a large waterfront compound on Massachusetts Cape Cod once owned by Bunny Mellon, sprawling Palm Beach estates, a replica of an old western town in Colorado, and an Austrian castle once owned by Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The estates are a far cry from the roughly 160-acre property on the outskirts of Wichita, Kansas, where the brothers grew up. They spent their summers in bunkhouses while working on cattle ranches owned by their father. Father Fred Koch founded the crude oil gathering business that grew into Koch Industries, a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate whose subsidiaries include interests in manufacturing, software, and technology. Number 2, Michael Bloomberg. The second mansion on our list is of Michael Bloomberg. Former New York City mayor and 2020 Democratic presidential candidate Michael Bloomberg got into a heated exchange with fellow candidate, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders on February 19, 2020, concerning the topic of homeownership. As the former mayor of New York City, it only makes sense Michael Bloomberg would live in Manhattan. The billionaire bought a ritzy 7,500 square foot townhouse in 1986 for $3.5 million in the city's desirable Upper East Side neighborhood. Since then, Bloomberg has expanded the original 5-story home by purchasing apartments in the co-op next door. In 2016, Bloomberg shelled out $14 million to purchase a triplex in the co-op, leaving him with one apartment left to acquire to make his mega mansion dreams come true. But unfortunately for the mogul, he'll have to wait a long time before this happens, because its occupants told the NYT that they'd never leave the top-floor apartment. Number 1, Ira Rennert. The top mansion on our list is of Ira Rennert. A Manhattan jury has found billionaire Ira Rennert liable for looting millions from a magnesium company he controlled, money he allegedly used to pay for his $250 million residential compounds in the Hamptons. Jurors on Friday levied $118 million in damages against Rennert and his closely held Renco Group investment firm. Interest will add another $200 million to $400 million, lawyers said. Rennert, 80, a mining magnate worth $6.1 billion according to Forbes, faced allegations that he funneled more than $100 million from Magnesium Corporation of America in the 1990s to line his pockets and build his Sagaponack mansion, the largest home in the United States. So, this was for today's video. Tell us in the comments section below, what do you think about this? If you enjoyed the video, then give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more.